Cho everybody, NZ Blasian back with another squad builder here, as I've got the Sacramento Kings this time round, as we got De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk, the fresh new duo with Sabonis, Herder and Harrison Barnes, and then you got Keegan Murray, Trey Lyles, Davis, Metu, Holmes, Davion Mitchell, Alex Len, PJ Dozier, Edwards, Quita, Dellavedova, and Keenan Ellis, and that wraps up the new Kings team for the year. As we'll see, I've got injuries turned off, trades turned off. I've got it on 12-minute quarters, Hall of Fame. And we're going to see, we'll simulate the season for the Kings, and we'll see how far De'Aaron Fox and Monk can get the Kings through to see if the Kings can make playoffs. So we'll simulate through October, and we'll see how we go. So we take a loss early on to Portland, out against the Clippers by 6, lose to Golden State, then get a much-needed win against the Grizzlies. Monk went off for 35, 21 for Fox. Ja Morant went off for 45, but Sacramento still got the 129-113 win, and then lost 106-91 against Miami. We'll finish off October and go into November. So we take an L to the Hornets and an L to Miami Heat. So we're 1-6 through through October. So we'll simulate to November 20th. So we'll simulate through, take another L against the Magic, an L against Golden State, an L against the Cavs, an L to the Lakers, lost to Golden State again, then got a much needed win over Brooklyn Nets, 35 for Fox, 33 for Dinwiddie. Lost by 3 to San Antonio, won by 2 against the Pistons, 24 for Fox, 28 for Cade. We'll go to simulate to November 25th. We get a dub against Memphis Grizzlies by 3, lose by 3 to the Hawks, and then lose by 20 to Boston. So 24 for Ja, 23 for De'Aaron Fox. So we'll simulate through. We'll finish the end of November and we'll simulate through to December 16th. The Kings have got a 4-14 record, so it's not looking too good early on. We'll simulate through. Lost to the Suns. Return this player to G League. Take a 113-88 win against the Pacers. Lost by 3 to the Clippers. Won by 10 against Chicago. We'll simulate through to December 16th. Oh, I simulated regular season. Oh, whoops. So it's a W against the Bucks, W against the Cavs, an L to New York, an L against Philly, a 1-point win against the Raptors, 32 for Fred VanVleet, 25 for De'Aaron Fox, lost to Detroit, and then won against the Hornets. So 35 for Fox, 17 for Monk, 26 for LaMelo. So Sacramento at 10-19 will simulate to December 23rd. Take a 112-90 win over the Lakers. 27-27 apiece for De'Aaron Fox and Monk. 19 for LeBron. 141-115 against the Wizards, so they get a big win. 34 for De'Aaron Fox, 26 for Murray, 27 for Beal. Porzingis got 24. So the Sacramento Kings have a 12-19 record. So we'll simulate the end of December. And we get a dub against Denver, lose against Denver, and then one against the Jazz. 29 for Fox, 27 for Murray. And then we'll move on to January with the Sacramento Kings with a 14-20 record. So we'll simulate to January 7th. they lose to Memphis by 8, and then they win against the Jazz by 20. Simulate through January, a dub against the Hawks, take an L to the Lakers, an L to the Rockets, back-to-back L's against the Rockets. And then we move on, we'll simulate to January 28th. They win against the Spurs 122 to 111. We'll re-simulate to the 28th of January. Lost to the Lakers by 30. Won against OKC. Lost to the Sixers. Won against Memphis. Won against Raptors. And a 1-point win against Minnesota. 23 for Edwards. 36 for De'Aaron Fox. So we'll finish off January. And we'll go to February 11th. So we'll simulate through. Take an L to Minnesota. We'll re-simulate back through to the 11th. Take a dub against the Spurs. A dub against the Pacers. Take an L to New Orleans. An L to the Rockets. Then get the dub over the Rockets. A dub over the two dubs in a row against the Mavs. De'Aaron Fox in off for 32. 22 for Monk. So they've got a 27 and 29 record coming into All-Star break. So we'll simulate to All-Star break. Simulate through. They get another win over the Suns, so it's a 6-point win. KD with 26. Keegan Murray got 25 and 22 for Fox. So we'll simulate to after All-Star break to February 26th. So they come back with a dub after the All-Star break with a 20-point win against Portland, lose to the Clippers, and then get a 20-point win over OKC. So we'll go through till March 18th with 30 and 30. Well, took a loss, 119-106 loss to OKC. So going into March, Sacramento are 30 and 31. So we'll simulate to March 25th. And they take a 3-point L to the Clippers, a 5-point win over Minnesota, get a 20-point win over New Orleans, take a 12-point loss to New York, a 10-point win against the Suns, and also get a 20-point win against the Bucks. So the Suns are the Kings are 34 and 33. So they're above 500, so we'll simulate to March 25th. Take a dub against Chicago, a dub against the Brooklyn Nets, a dub against Washington, a big W against the Jazz. 37 for Fox, 26 for Murray, 19, 19, and 11 for Sabonis. A 6-point loss against Boston, a 4-point loss to the Suns, and a 10-point loss to the Jazz. So, 38 and 36 is what the record is for the Kings. So we'll simulate to April 7th. And they get a dub against Minnesota, 125 to 104. We'll simulate to April 7th. A dub against Portland, a dub against Portland, then lost to Portland, then won against the Spurs, lost to New Orleans, a 1-point loss to the Mavs. 25 for Wood, 21 for Irving, 26 for Fox, 19 for Barnes, and then get a 5-point win over Golden State. Keegan Murray got 23, De'Aaron Fox with 20, 25 for Dante, and 22 for Steph Curry. And so Sacramento are 42 and 39 going into the last game of the season. So we'll simulate through. And they get a 111-108 W against the Denver Nuggets. MVP is Luka again with 32.6 points, 11.1 rebounds, 11.2 assists. Rookie of the Year goes to Paolo with 20.6 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. Tyler Hero got Sixth Man of the Year, 22.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, 4.4 assists a game. Giannis got Defensive Player of the Year at 26.1 points per game, 11.6 rebounds per, 6.4 assists per game. And Seagun got Most Improved with 13.8 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, and just over 4.5 assists per game. Coach of the Year was Quinn Snyder with 56 and 26. So we'll advance through to the All NBA first teams. So here's the All NBA teams. So we've got the first team here of Luka, Ja Morant, Giannis, Tatum, and Jokic. Got the second team of Harden, Trae Young, LeBron, Butler, and Embiid. Then the third team is SGA, LaMelo, Kevin Durant, Karl Anthony Towns, and AD. Then the defensive first team is going to be Luka, Lonzo, Giannis, Mobley, and Davis. Second defensive team is going to be Mikal Bridges, SGA, Draymond Green, Jonathan Isaac, and Miles Turner. And the rookie first team is going to be Paolo, Walker, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and Jabari Smith Jr. So we'll advance into the playoffs. And the Kings get the 8th seed. Kings got the 8th seed by looking at that, but we're going to do play-in. So we'll simulate this game. We'll simulate through, and it looks like Sacramento lost that game. Booker got 36, KD got 30. Sacramento only lost by 3 though. De'Aaron Fox got 29, Keegan Murray got 23. Do they get another chance, or is that it? Simulate through, and then do they play it all again? Nah. So they made. Oh, hold up. Sacramento play Memphis. So they did make playoffs. They had to play Memphis, so we'll get the play-in game done. Simulate play-in. So it's going to be Golden State against the Clippers, Dallas, Denver, LA, New Orleans, Sacramento, Memphis, Boston, Chicago, Miami, Cleveland, Atlanta, Detroit, and Philly against Milwaukee. So Sacramento against Memphis. Here we go. We'll start the first game. So game 1, and Memphis take game 1. 114 to 132. 30 for Morant, 25 for Trey Lyles. So go into game 2. Sacramento need this one. They get it back, 1-1. 123 to 118. Ja Morant got 41. De'Aaron Fox went off for 31. So it's the battle of the guards out here. We'll simulate game 3. 2-1 to Sacramento. 16 for Monk, 16 for Metu, and 15 for Fox. Take a 110 to 84 win. So we'll simulate game 4. And it's back to 2-2. Sacramento dropped 123 to 108. Sabonis 25 and 12. Ja Morant with 28, 5 and 11. So we'll move on to game 5. And Sacramento get it done. They're 3-2 up. They take a big 140 to 117 win. 29 for Jackson Jr., 28 for Fox. Keegan Murray 24. Harrison Barnes got 20. We'll simulate game 6. And the Sacramento Kings get it done 4-2 against Memphis. 24 for Kevin Huerter. Keegan Murray got 19. Jaren Jackson Jr. got 29. Desmond Bain got 20. And the Sacramento Kings take the series 127-114 win. So they end up winning 4-2. So we'll simulate the end of this round. So it's going to be Sacramento against New Orleans. So New Orleans bet the Lakers. And it's going to be Dallas against Golden State. It's going to be Boston against Miami and Atlanta against Philly. So we'll simulate first game of the Kings versus New Orleans. So we'll simulate game 1. New Orleans take game 1. 139 to 108. CJ McCollum goes off for 36. Keegan Murray gets 23. We'll simulate game 2. Can the Kings come back? 2-0 to New Orleans. 106-103. So the game's closer. It's only a 3-point win. 19 for McCollum. 18 for Zion. 28 for De'Aaron Fox. And Sabonis got 19. Moving on to game 3. Sacramento need this one. It's 3-0 to New Orleans. 133 to 99. 27 for De'Aaron Fox. 29 for McCollum. 29 for Zion. And 26 for Ingram. Might be a sweep here if Sacramento can't get this one. Simulate game 4. And the Sacramento Kings have been eliminated 4-0. by the New Orleans Pelicans. 120 to 103. De'Aaron Fox got 26. Keegan Murray with 22. 37 for Brandon Ingram. Ooh. So we'll simulate the round. So we'll simulate the end of this round. So, yeah. Sacramento get bounced 4-0 in the second round. Golden State come out on top against Dallas. So it's going to be a Golden State New Orleans Pelicans final. And it's going to be a Boston Atlanta final. So we'll simulate round. It's going to be Eastern Conference Finals MVP goes to Jason Tatum. Western Conference Finals goes to Curry. So it's going to be Warriors against Celtics. So we'll simulate game 1. 1-0 up of the Warriors. Few box score. 40 for Tatum and 44 for Curry. They take a 150 to 127 win. 24 for Paul, 20 for Wiggins, and 20 for Horford. We'll simulate game 2. 1-1, they get one back. The Celtics come back. Jason Tatum drops a 50 bomb. 50, 11, and 6 to take a 126-121 win. 32 for Clay, 29 for Paul, 21 for Curry. So we'll move on to game 3 of the finals. Celtics are up to it's 2-1. They got 2 in a row. What? Celtics 151 to 110. Steph Curry went off for 31. Clay got 20. Jason Tatum went off for another 40 bomb. 45. 7 and 7. Jaylen Brown got 34, 5 and 5. We'll simulate game 4. And as we're back, the Warriors come back. It's going to be 2-2. The Warriors get a 126-121 win. Clay gets 29. Wiggins got 25. Curry got 17. Tatum comes back to normal with a 28-point game. Jaylen Brown got a 26-point game. So we move on to game 5 of the finals. Celtics come back 3-2 with a 130 to 107 win. Brogdon top scorer with 28. Jaylen Brown got 26. Tatum 26. Jordan Poole 23. Wiggins 15. Clay 14. Curry 13. Ooh. We'll move on to game 6. Simulate through. Oh, it's 3-3. Golden State come back. 138-135 win to Golden State. 27 points for Clay. 22 for Curry. 20 for Wiggins. 40 bomb for Jaylen Brown. So 41, 5 and 4. 26, 5 and 7 for Tatum. And 16, 3 and 7 for Marcus Smart. We'll move on to game 7 of the finals. And the Celtics get it done. Jason Tatum gets the MVP with 35.1 points per game. They take a 133 to 114 win to win the series. Jason Tatum gets 31 and 7 and 3. Jaylen Brown gets 22, 5, 8 and 3. And Brogdon 21, 5 and 4. And then we got the Warriors out here. They got 23 from Clay, 22 from Curry, 18 from Wiggins, 14 from Draymond, and 14 from Green. And Poole only managed 9 points. He only put up 7 shots. They lost 133 to 114 in game 7 of the finals. So the Celtics are going to get the job done and end up taking the NBA Finals 4-3. The Kings make it to the second round of the playoffs, but they get bounced out by New Orleans Pelicans 4-0. But that's a good run for the Kings. The Kings made playoffs this season, so I hope we'll see how well this prediction does as to how far the Kings get in real life in the playoffs. Anyway, that's another video in the books, as that's NZ Blasian out, and we'll catch you in the next video, as that's NZ Blasian out.